can.
Last year on radio, you like a bit of fun, don't you?
This is the last year, and I've come in for fun.
You'll play along?
Yes.
Yeah. Call up now if you'd like to win some things from Andy's kitchen.
Oh, come on.
Real items. There's some good items up for grabs too. 13, 10, 60 straight away. That's amazing. Someone was waiting for that.
Oh, yeah, the kitchen item.
Yes, I thought they might do it.
Hang on. Well, no. What?
No, you said yes.
Yeah, well, I'll go along with it. But what?
Here's
in the spirit of fun. But
what's going to happen is I came across a list today of the dirtiest objects in people's kitchens. The top 11, according to most germs to least germs. Right, number one being most germs. I'm going to play a game with you where you have to lock in. I'll give you all the options. You have to lock in the top 3 using the options I give you of the 11. If you get one wrong, if you say something that's outside the top 3, someone will win that item from your kitchen. It's got an opener.
It's time to stop wishing and win Andy's kitchen. In this game, Andy's got to successfully place items in the right order of most germs to least germs in the top 3 kitchen items. If he gets it wrong, you win that item from his kitchen. Stop wishing and win Andy's kitchen.
Okay, and I've given you a list that's out of order, obviously.
Yep.
Of the 11 items you can guess. You have to fill up the top 3. Now, you might get the first 3 guesses, and so no one wins any items from your kitchen. Read through the list for the crowd listening along, sir.
Okay, so sponge, knives, wiping cloth, microwave, dishwasher knob, cutting board, dish towel, sink drain, drawer knob, refrigerator knob, hand towel.
So, obviously, if people win these items, you're going to have to cut some knobs off.
I'm not
Cut a knob off, mate. Cut a knob off your fridge.
That's not a hashtag either.
Cut a knob off your fridge, Andy.
Call it a handle.
2017. What's that?
Drawer handle.
Yeah.
Refrigerator handle.
It might be an American list. They might prefer knobs.
Okay.
Here we go.
Hang on. So you're telling me that these...
I want the top 3. You can select from that list. If you say one that's not in the top 3,
yes.
Tegan on 13, 10, 60 will win that item from your kitchen. Tegan, you got a kitchen?
Yeah, I do. At home, with mum and dad, of course.
Yep. Bet you could do with a new fridge knob.
Of course I could.
But it might be in the top 3.
So,
Ando, what do you think is the dirtiest item in the kitchen? Go.
Well, it's a little bit... it's
Jack,
interesting.
atmosphere.
The thing is interesting because dish towel depends how often you're washing them. Same with the hand towel.
It's the average kitchen.
The average kitchen, okay.
It's not your kitchen. I haven't gone to your kitchen. This is obviously off an article I read online.
Yeah. Okay, I would say in my kitchen...
Remember,
the most...
I just specifically said.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just trying to think of where it's... I think the sponge is in the top 3 of most germs.
It's not. Ando, Tegan's won your sponge.
Yay!
Go again. Fill up the top 3.
Yeah, okay.
Jack, atmosphere.
You got a sponge. Then I was going to go with something that we're grabbing hold of a lot. So I'm going to go with drawer knob.
That's number 4. Tegan, you've won one of Andy's drawer knobs. Tegan,
Okay.
hang on the line here.
I'll
You
take
could
it off.
clean sweep. You can win as many as 8 items
I'll take
here.
one off for it. Well, then I'm going to have to go to refrigerator knob.
He's number 8. Tegan, you've also picked up a refrigerator knob or handle.
That's tough. That's hard to take off.
Nothing in the top 3 has been selected yet. I'm feeling merciful. I'm almost going to say if you get one in the top 3 now, then Tegan can take her prize back.
Okay. I'm going to go with then...
I mean, even if it was battleships,
know,
you
well,
would have landed a shot by now.
It's hard for me because the things I want to say are not things I want to give away if I get it wrong.
And that's why the game's so exciting.
You know what I mean? Like, for
Yeah,
instance, I think the microwave would definitely be in the top 3, but I'm not going to say that because if I lose, I have to give Tegan
But if you get it right,
microwave.
is number 11, Tegan. You've won Andy's microwave! You have won Andy's microwave!
Hey,
Okay, can he stop the bleeding? Can he stop the bleeding? No deals,
No,
unfortunately.
Please, just allow a deal.
Okay. I'll humour a deal, but I'm not saying yes to
I
it.
will give Tegan my microwave.
Yes?
Can I keep my refrigerator handle?
You can't. You made a promise to a listener. You've got to
No,
snap
come
it
on.
off and you've got to talk
I'm not going to snap it off.
You've got to talk to an appliance company and get it replaced.
Is there something else that she'd like on the list?
No, that's not how it works.
I can't. I'm not.
Give her your fridge knob, mate.
I'm not. I'm not.
I'm not. What game show is this?
I will give her my microwave.
Give her your refrigerator
I'll give you my
knob.
microwave and the sponge is in the microwave, but just take anything else off the list, Tegan. I can't.
Tegan, what?
How's that?
But I
That's
really
fair.
wanted those refrigerator knobs.
She
Andy.
wants it. She's a listener
letting
of the
me down
people's
here.
show. She's letting down a listener. What's our number one rule?
It's just going to be a frustrating
Yes,
thing.
I know.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Do I get it?
Yeah,
you got
Tegan,
it,
you've got the sponge, the drawer knob, the refrigerator knob, the microwave, and you've got to get just one in the top three to
Cutting board.
stop the bleeding. It's not in the top three. This is unbelievable. That's number 9.
Tegan, you got a cutting
Got a
board.
cutting
It's gonna
board
be
as well.
Expensive to send out. It's going to be pretty heavy.
I know we've
Okay.
got to wrap this up, Jack, but obviously I thought this would be shorter. He just can't get any in the top 3.
Sink drain.
Yes, number 3. Number 3. And he keeps his drain. That is
number
the third. Number 1 is the dish towel. Number 2, wiping
Dish
cloth.
towel. I tend to wash my dish towels all the time.
Yeah, we're not you, mate. Tegan, stay on the line. We're going to need to get a semi-trailer full of refrigerator knobs and microwaves out to your house.
After Niall Horan.
This is the Hamish and Andy Show podcast.
Haim, yes, a week ago you invented a game.
Win Andy's Kitchen.
It was a germ-related game. You were listing items within a kitchen, and you did and I had to guess what was the germiest. If I was incorrect, a caller that I rung up would end up with the item that I was incorrectly suggesting.
That's correct. That's correct, Ando. Do we have a little bit of the game?
certainly
This
do.
is Win Andy's Kitchen.
I think the sponge.
It's not. Tegan's won your sponge.
Yay!
Then I was going to go with something that we're grabbing hold of a lot: a refrigerator knob.
Tegan, you've also picked up a refrigerator knob or handle.
That's tough. I think the microwave would definitely be in the top 3, but I'm not going to say that because if I lose, I have to give.
But if you get it right,
microwave.
is number 11. Tegan, you've won Andy's microwave. You have won Andy's microwave. It was an absolute clean sweep for Tegan. She took out the showcase. I can't remember all the things she won. Do you have
I
a
got it
list?
here, yeah. Sponge, drawer handle, refrigeration handle, microwave, and cutting board.
Huge win.
It is. Now, look,
Can't wait till we play Win Andy's Laundry.
Tegan has rung this station every day since.
She wants her prize, and I don't blame her.
And then, look, and
Promises were made.
all I'm saying is yes, it's coming. And Tegan, right, you are. I'm definitely not upset that you've been contacting the reception relentlessly.
Yeah.
But I just need to explain a few things.
Like if we were giving away Ed Sheeran tickets and then we're like, oh, yeah, we'll get round to it.
Yeah.
Of course, you'd be rigging.
Yep. I've got the sponge.
Good.
I've removed.
What a hero.
I've removed the drawer handles and then just got that. The microwave.
The real prize is the nuisance factor for
the
you.
microwave you can have, of course, and the cutting board.
Well, I saw you bought a
Last-
brand new microwave. It's sitting
Yes,
on your desk.
because I'm getting ready to give Tegan my microwave. The problem sits with the refrigeration handle, and last night I tried my guts out to get that bloody thing off. Now, I didn't think it'd be fair to cut it off because she might be able to reuse the handle.
True.
But
I mean, it's more of a souvenir for her too.
I text Beck today and said, hey, can you send me through the model of the fridge again?
Yep.
This is this morning. I'm disappointed I didn't record this, but she rings and went, are you still trying to give a listener your fridge handles?
I'm still trying to fulfill a promise,
I
is
said,
what
yes.
she
And
means.
She goes, just don't worry about it. And I give it up. Or just order a different handle and send it. I said, no.
We'll need to see a picture of the fridge too, without its handles, because
Okay.
Tegan needs to know that it's come from your kitchen.
Okay, to the point where I had to ring around places to try and work out how to get the fridge handle off.
Right.
I ended up ringing Fisher and Paykel direct, which is who I've got my fridge from.
Speak to Fisher or Paykel.
I think
Greg Paykel.
I think his name's Matty Paykel. Anyway, this is how the call went.
Welcome to customer care. Matthew speaking. How can we help you?
Hey Matthew, how are you?
Good, thank you. How are you?
My name's Andrew. I'm going well. I've got a little bit of a pickle.
Okay.
The Fisher and Paykel 628 litre side-by-side refrigerator. Love it. Hard to remove the handle. I can't see where you can get the handles off.
What's the model number?
It's the RX 628 DX1, I think, just off the top of my head.
Stainless steel, okay.
Yeah, you know the one. It seems they seem kind of baked in.
I think you use the Allen key to loosen that one.
Right.
Adjust the handle. That's what you're really needing, isn't it?
I actually need to take them off completely and give them to someone.
The handles.
Yeah, I lost them. I had a game and I lost the game, and I owe a girl that I've never met the handles.
All right, door handle disassembly and installation.
Yep.
Align the handle into the studs and push firmly against the door. Tighten the set screws in the handle. Yeah, it's not straightforward.
It's not that straightforward. Yeah, that's what I was feeling.
Mm.
It's a tricky one. I understand. I mean, that's what's so good about the finish. You know, it's so smooth throughout.
Mm.
Okay, thanks, Brendan.
All right.
Bye.
Okay, cheers. Bye.
And cheers. Bye.
I don't think his name was Brendan.
I called him Brendan at the end. Okay, his name was Matt. Sorry, Matt.
Thanks, Brendan, you bloody mongrel.
His closer friends call him Brendan.
Yeah. Matt, may I call you Brendan? I feel like we're close enough.
Anyway,
well, you heard him say you need an Allen key, so it can be done. So what we're saying here is a lack of effort.
No. We've had a lot of effort.
Well,
here's like I'd like to present.
It can be done. I just heard Brendan say it.
He's saying it's not straightforward.
Yeah, but it is possible.
Here's what I'd like to present.
Andy, we choose to go to the moon not because it is easy, but because it is hard. JFK.
What I'd like to
we
present.
choose to take the door handles off, not because they are easily taken off.
Here's what I want to present.
Yeah.
The handle I want to hang on to. So I'd like to come in with my lawyer, and you can represent Tegan tomorrow, as we have her on the phone, and I'll bring up a number of other items from my kitchen.
You want to lawyer up?
I'd like to lawyer up.
Well, the case seems pretty cut and dry to me, which is you made a promise.
And you can negotiate with help of Tegan, obviously, whether there is an area of a few other items that can obviously replace the refrigerator handle.
I'll allow this. You can represent yourself and I'll represent Tegan. I mean, the thing is, I worry for you because if this goes to court, they're going to go, did this man make a promise on a game show? Game show promises are binding. He must give her the handle. So if you're any shot here, you're asking to negotiate outside of the game show rules.
Yes, I'm just asking for...
One negotiation tomorrow?
Yeah.
Well, good luck, mate, but be prepared to have the Allen key ready.
This is the Hamish and Andy Show podcast.
Came about a week ago.
Yep.
You invented a game show which people had a chance to win my items from my kitchen.
Only if you answered questions incorrectly, Ando.
Yes.
You then forfeited certain items in your kitchen.
A girl called Tegan, she did win because I incorrectly answered things about a sponge. She won that. A chopping block, some drawer handles.
Yep.
And
your microwave.
My microwave and fridge handles. I gave 4 of the 5 things. I cannot get the refrigerator handles off.
Yep.
Which meant it went to Blues, and I wanted to get a lawyer in to talk to you.
Yep, and
about trying to sort it out. Can I offer some other items up?
I was only doing my job, Ando, as a representative of Tegan. It's my job to try and get her those fridge handles, which she so desperately deserves. This happened a couple of hours ago in here at the radio station. Ando, you sat down with your lawyer, Mark.
Yeah, and
you met you guys, and I had Tegan standing by on the phone.
And you were basically representing her as her lawyer.
I was.
This is how it went down.
Hamish, representing listener Tegan, who is not present, sits down with Andy Lee and his lawyer Mark for mediation.
Ham, I'd just like a word with my lawyer to begin with. Okay.
Hello there.
Nice to meet you, Mark.
Nice to meet you as well.
Sorry, we have to meet under these circumstances.
Yes, it is indeed.
Before you jump in, if I could just have a moment.
I'll talk to your lawyer, mate. I'm the lawyer. You may have a word with your client, sir.
Well, that's very kind of you, because I represent my client's interests predominantly.
So do I. I'm going to have a chat with my client, who's on the phone in the other room. You're aware of what we're up to?
Yeah, this is a very, very tricky situation. Very tricky situation.
Obviously, I'm willing to settle, and I want to settle.
I understand.
It's very difficult to get my refrigerator handle off.
Yep.
That's why I'm willing to offer up much more than a refrigeration handle. The first question I think we lead off in is, does it have to be a kitchen item?
Can I say this? Yeah. This agreement can be discharged by frustration.
What does that mean?
It's a legal term. It means that where there's an existing change of circumstances over a contract, the contract can be null and void. I think we use that line. We'll just bluff them a bit.
Yep.
I can tell you now that in a court of law we'll lose, but let's put that to one side.
Okay, good.
That's confidential.
Meanwhile, in another room, Hamish consults his client Tegan on the phone.
We've got to outline here, Tegan, what we want. And am I right in saying that what we really want is those refrigerator handles?
Yeah. I want those handles.
No, I hear you, babe. I just wanted to absolutely understand that's where we're digging in.
Yeah, we are.
Okay, will you authorise me to demand other things from Andy in the hope that it spooks him and so the handles look like a good compromise?
Yep, done.
Great, that's just classic negotiating.
Hamish rejoins Andy and Mark in the mediation room.
Gentlemen, thanks for your time. Look, I've just got off the phone to my client and I'd like it to be noted at the outset. She's upset, she's distraught, she feels like she's been lied to and misled, and she is a listener of the show, and I hope that today we can rectify that and come to some sort of resolution.
Well, the aim is to be as conciliatory as we can, but there is a legal argument, and that's the law of frustration, which really does make this contract null and void. Yeah, it's a law. It's a law.
Yeah, is it? I'm not aware of it.
So contractually, you're not on solid ground at all. But let's put that to one side. Let's not get legal about this. Let's see if we can negotiate.
I bought water skis, so I don't care how solid the ground is, because I'm on the water skis of truth and justice.
Yeah, but those water skis only survive if the boat's pulling them.
Yes, and I'm being pulled along by the boat of doing the right thing, the concept of doing the right thing.
We're probably getting away from the point at hand here.
This is where we want to offer up other items in exchange for the refrigeration handle.
Yes, what do you think?
I can't help but overhear you.
My question is...
Mark, could you please contain your client?
My question is very hard to...
There is one thing that Tegan has indicated she would be happy to forfeit the handles, the request of the handles, if he was to offer up one other thing.
What's that?
His golf membership for 1 year.
I'm not going to take that.
No, I wouldn't. That's far too extreme.
Yes.
That's far too extreme.
That's her position.
Well, we could litigate this, obviously, and nobody wants to go there.
Nobody wants to go there.
Look, and I think this is incredibly generous in the circumstances because we think legally we're on a better ground than you are. But he's prepared to offer up all of his spices and the knife block. And I said no to the knife block.
Yep.
He said no, I want the knife block in.
Who do you think you're talking to, guys? Do you think I came down to the last show? I mean, spices, he doesn't cook. He doesn't use them. I know for a fact those are second-hand spices. The knife block is a dime a dozen, and we probably got sent it for free. That's trash. That's just trash that hasn't been put in the bin. And that is not what my client deserves. She wants something that's unique, and she wants what was promised to her.
What about the bathroom? Andy, what about throwing in Beck's hairdryer? I know that's big. You haven't...
that's fine with me.
Oh, wow. Seriously, let's be serious about this.
I do have to state something here, gentlemen. You're nominating everyday items that can be easily replicated. Part of the value of the refrigerator handles to my client is knowing in her heart that the effort gone into removing them makes them a unique item. Okay. What can you provide to us that's unique?
He's quite good at this, isn't he? Don't tell him that.
I'm going to go back in and talk to my client. I'll leave you two guys to have a moment. Yep. Are you sure you won't give the golf membership?
No.
We would compromise back to the refrigerator handles from the golf membership.
No.
Restrain your client, Mark.
So, you went back into the room where Tegan was on the phone and started chatting to her. We've got to go to a song here. The negotiations really lifted.
Yep, and the conclusion is next.
This is the Hamish and Andy Show podcast.
We're in the middle of a legal battle.
That's right, Ando. Tegan, 1 week ago on the show, she won your refrigerator handles, the handles off your fridge. Yes. She won them fair and square on air.
She did.
You've tried to take them off. It bothers you. It's too tough.
It's hard to get them off.
You don't want to give them to her.
No, rang the supplier. He didn't quite understand over the phone either.
Save it for your lawyer, mate.
Yep.
I have been pressing you hard to fulfil your contract, to honour your commitment to Tegan.
I felt intimidated by you, so I got sought legal representation.
You got a barrister. You lawyered up.
I had a barrister, Mark, come in and try and negotiate with you, representing Tegan.
Would you give over the handles, or could we reach some sort of compromise? Now, Tegan was on the phone. I was having to go back and forth between the room where the phone was and you guys.
I was trying to offer up different other items from my house.
We weren't interested because Tegan wanted the handles.
The other important bit of information is you do and did want me to sign a contract tomorrow.
Yes. Sight
unseen.
I mean, that may come into play.
And it does come into play because I don't think you're the best representative for Tegan.
I'll sue you for that.
While Hamish brings the settlement offer to his client, Andy and his lawyer Mark discuss how far they're willing to negotiate.
If pressed, I'd be happy to give up the towel hook and snap off a dial from my toaster.
That's got to do it.
I would think so.
You can't be more generous than that.
No, exactly.
It's extraordinary.
The problem we've got here is we're dealing also with an arrogant lawyer he won't want to finish it on terms that aren't his.
It's all about one-upmanship, isn't it?
Isn't it?
It's disappointing. It's disappointing.
In the other room, Hamish formulates a plan with his client Tegan.
Tegan, it's got dirty. I'd like to explore the avenue of not so much a course of action that would benefit you, but one that would more disadvantage Andy.
Yep, we're backed into a corner and we can only fight back.
What about this, Tegan? A photo or video footage of him putting a dent in his fridge. It'd upset him, but he's not going to have to. He's not going to have to take off any handles.
Done.
So
Done.
he
I'm
wants-
more than happy with that.
Back in the mediation room, Hamish presents the offer to Andy and his lawyer Mark.
Thanks, gentlemen. Have a seat.
We're actually sitting at the moment anyway.
No one knows that. It's audio.
Yeah.
We're standing. We were sitting.
Gentlemen, I've taken the offer to the client, and I didn't even get through this bizarre shopping list you've put forward of what can only be described as pathetic excuses for reparations. She doesn't want anything from you. You don't have to give her. You can tear up your lists. She's angry now. Now she wants revenge.
Okay.
She wants you to put a dent in the front of your fridge and then send a photo through to her.
This was clearly suggested by you.
I cannot disclose confidential discussions I've had with my client.
My instructions are to terminate the
All right,
conversation.
hey, boys.
We're out.
Listen,
We're out.
You know I'm presenting you with a contract tomorrow.
Yes.
If you were to look at the contract more favourably, I'm sure I could talk over it.
I'll sign the contract tomorrow if you make this go away.
All right, stay here.
Well played. Very well played. You've got him.
Hamish consults his client Tegan in the other room.
Teagues.
Yep.
Tegan, I don't know who this monster is out there we're dealing with. They walked. They walked when I said destroy the fridge. What about this? 10 teaspoons. 10 Hamish and Andy teaspoons.
Done. Done.
Fantastic. I'll take it back from Tegan, and congratulations. That's a huge win.
Thank you.
You're a champion, Tegan. Enjoy your new kitchen and your 10 teaspoons.
Thanks, Hayden. Bye-bye.
Great result. Bye-bye.
Hamish rejoins Andy and Mark.
He's coming back.
No worries, boys. I squashed it.
done.
Congratulations. Nice to meet you, Mark.
You're
Congratulations, Andy.
You're
off the
outstanding.
hook.
Good job.
Not to worry. I can't disclose how I did it.
I'll send you my bill. Well done. Well done.
Thanks very much,
And
Mark.
thanks for, I look forward to the contract signing tomorrow. I think we've all had a little House of Cards win here.
Some terrible back channeling from you. And
Ando,
the problem with back channeling, Ham, you never know whether I'm going to stand by my word.
I'll have you know, though, I went back and told Tegan, look, we've settled. You got your 10 spoons.
Yeah, she knows.
She's happy. She's happy to have played a part in getting a pen on paper tomorrow. And she should be, too, because when that moment comes, it'll be a triumph for
Are
you.
we setting an appointment for supposed signing?
The signing will take place just after 5.
If it does take place.
It will take place. Are you reneging? Are you
No.
reneging already on the deal?
I'm just saying that, you know, I think I probably will sign,
This is
but
unbelievable.
all I'm saying is things
You can't
that are-
renege this close to a back channel deal.
I know, but if you're back channeling, it's not worth the weight of it, is it?
I'll leak this to the press.
It's Hamish and Andy.